disclaimer for this video. It is a long video talking about mental health, talking about substance abuse, all that kind of shit. If you don't want to watch it, that's fine. If you do want to watch it, go ahead. I don't care how long you watch it. Watch the first 5 minutes and I'll be fine. Watch none of it and I'll be fine. If you have any questions, leave them down below. And otherwise, let's get to the video right now. I absolutely despise filming myself like this. This is what the past few days, past few nights have been like for me. Just crying, stressing about a lot of shit. I don't know why, okay? I have... God. I don't know why. It's like in July, I quit smoking, I quit vaping, I turned my whole life around, I stopped binging. In September, I started exercising more. In October, I also quit alcohol, right? And my mental health hasn't been better than right now, but just the past few days have just all ended in me standing in my bathroom crying. I'm having not the greatest time. And I find it very hard to talk with people about this. And I really hate filming myself like this. And this might never see the light, the fucking light of day. Maybe it will. Maybe you'll see this in my YouTube video this week. I think it's important to show, because life has ups and downs. I don't know why the past week has been a down for me. But that's fine. It happens. We can get through it. Maybe this will be in the video, and then like the rest of the video after this will be of my lovely night at Chef Special. Oh god. It's fine. Now, I swear to god, the second this camera's off, I'm crying again. I know that. It's like maybe the next clip you'll see is of me at a concert or Christmas dinner or whatever. Maybe you won't see this at all. But I do think it's important to film this, to document this. Because bad nights are gonna happen. Bad days, bad weeks. It's part of recovery. Recovery is not linear. It has its ups and downs. So that is completely valid. Doesn't take away from me absolutely feeling like shit right now. But it might be important to just share this. So, yeah. I'm living at the speed of light. Time to get about me before we can say goodbye. You go faster than I fuck, what's that? I follow flying faster than I was. But when I realized that you're the only one. Yeah, you're the only one. And I'm on my knees and I'm looking for something that's real. I got someone to love me and I started to feel what loving and so much, loving and so much of me. Hold me close. I'm like a star shooting across the sky. Don't forget about me before we say goodbye. Hold me close, crazy life. I'm living at the speed of light. Time and grace surround me. And I say I wonder why. Oh, crazy life. I'm living at the speed of light. Don't forget about me before we get to say goodbye. Both of those videos that you have just seen are videos... Sorry. I got a text from a friend who I asked permission for to be in my video. Anyway, so both of those clips that you've seen of me are from this week. The first one starting on Tuesday, and Friday last week until like Wednesday this week, my mental health had been shit. Just like it went, which sucks. Absolutely, it fucking sucks. Shit, it's horrible. And the other video that you saw was from me from Thursday, where we went to Glazen Huis, serious request thingy in Nijmegen, from the radio station here in the Netherlands. They do this thing where they're like in a glass box for a week, and there's free concerts, that sort of shit. Right, so that's what the second clip is from. Now, I wanted this video to be talking about mental health. I don't know why. I think it's important, and I think that because I've changed my life so much in the past 5 months, I want to talk about that a bit more as well. Because, well, I think it is quite important that I made this change for myself. I'm not saying you have to change at all, because you don't. If you are doing fine just the way you are, that's completely okay. I just noticed some changes with me. Like, my mental health had been perfect for 5 months. About 5 months. Right? In July, I quit smoking and vaping. And I had always binged. It basically got to a point where it was an eating disorder. At 8 years of age, I started to get bullied, and I started seeing food as an outlet for me to, go back in and go, hey, I know you ain't gonna leave me. And that was, yeah, great. It turned into a complete eating disorder that I've had from age 8 until age 16. So for half of my life, like at that point in July, for half of my life at that point, I was binging to take away any shitty feelings I had, right? Up until like, damn, somebody's texting me. Up until lockdown, where my mental health started getting immensely worse. So there came some other coping mechanisms which were shit, which I have permanent scarring from, but I am fine with it now, because in February I'll be 2 years clean, which is a very great success, is what I like to call that. Yeah, so that's that's absolutely beautiful. On TikTok I posted a clip from that, right? But that was from 3 years ago when I hit 1 year clean. So now in 2024 I'll hit 2 years clean, which is an important milestone for me. And that was a coping mechanism that I chose that worked out horribly. But I also chose substance as a coping mechanism, which was horrible. I delved into alcohol and smoking and vaping and some drugs. Yeah, I'm saying this publicly for the first time ever, and if my family is watching this, I'm sorry, guys. I really am. If my mom's watching this, hey, love you. If my dad's watching this, please don't disown me. I'm in my mom's house right now, but she's out, so I was like, I can make this video right now. Yeah, no, so I chose alcohol as a coping mechanism at, what was I, like age 14? That's early. And now here in Europe, the standard of starting drinking is around age 14, but when you use alcohol as a coping mechanism at age 14, that's a different kind of thing. Then I started using nicotine right before my 15th birthday. So still when I was 14. I was turning 15 like in a week or something. So right before my 15th birthday, I started smoking, vaping, all that kind of shit. And that sucks. Because to me, nicotine was an easier access than alcohol. And then you become friends with the wrong kind of people. The people that you later look back on are amazing people, just horrible in a way of they have ways of getting you other stuff. So then, what was I? 15? I think it was like a month before I turned 16, I did, what's the English name? Zen, something like that for the first time. It's a nicotine pouch, it's drugs. I did that one a total of 5 times, and I was longing for more. Really happy I managed to put myself to a stop at age 16, October. So July was when I started, August, September, October, so a total of 4 months is where I took 6 different, I used 2 different drugs in a span of 4 months, which were Zen and weed. Weed is legal here in the Netherlands. The devil's lettuce. This video might be taken down and then I have to do this all over again. But that is fine by me. Because it's honestly, it's good to talk about this sort of shit. And trust me, how, like, as an ex-substance abuser, trust me, alcohol, drugs, nicotine, it doesn't fix your issue. It just delays it until you use the next time and you get worse again. So, I did that until last year. A year and a few months ago is the last time I touched drugs. Happy. And then, you know, I was still binging throughout all of this. Binging had never stopped, had never left my mind, and it got so worse to the point that age 14, I was around 80 kilos, and ever from that point, I didn't go lower than that, and I almost touched 90 at age, what was I, 15, 16? Almost 90 kilos at that point. Right now, I'm happy to announce I'm 76 kilos. I lost 10 kilos since July, because in July I quit smoking and vaping, and I thought, shit, here we go again. I'm gonna get these binges and I'm gonna end up going back to my nicotine, because I tried to quit before and it would just lead to me binging, and I quit. And aside from the horrible pounding headaches that I had for weeks, I was fine. I didn't binge, nothing was going on, I was fine. And it was beautiful. And because I quit binging, it also made me lose a shit ton of weight, just immediately, right? Not necessarily immediately because it was summer holiday, I had nothing to do. But yeah, and then in August, I had a party of my friend, and that's when I hit a vape. But at that point, I hit it, and I felt just like my lungs were like, just shrinking, and it hurt my lungs. So I was like, okay, hey, this is the point where I never want to touch it again, and I'm gonna be fine. And I am. It's December. It's the end of December. I'm fine. I haven't touched fucking nicotine since the end of August. I'm fine. I don't know. You know, it's so weird. Like, it's 4 months. It has been, it has been 4 months since I touched nicotine, and I am fine. I'm here and I have healthy coping mechanisms. It's been 4 months since I last binged, and it has been 2 months since I last had a drink. The drink was at my friend's house. It was their birthday, I must say. And I was on my second beer and I was like, damn, I don't even want this shit anymore. I'm done. I don't want my second beer. And I quit drinking from that point on. I started going to a climbing gym twice a week. November 1st is where I started. So that's going on for about 2 months now. I'm really, really happy. But yeah, mental health can still plummet. And you will be there thinking, what the fuck happened? Because in your eyes, something needs to happen for your mental health to go shit. But it doesn't. It really doesn't. If you have a history of shitty mental health, your mental health can just plummet right into the ground on a random point, random day in time. My coping mechanisms now are going for a walk, going on a bike ride, climbing, reading, just anything that is healthy for me, that has made me feel like a better version of myself. And also for the past 2 years, I was certain that I was trans. I identified as he, him, and now I am at this point where I'm so comfortable with myself, in my body even, that I don't know who I am, what I should identify with. I don't really care anymore. Nope. I teach kids, right? And in Dutch you have two words. You have meester and you have juffrouw. Meester is the male version of teacher and juffrouw is the female version of teacher. Kids call me both and I am fine with both. You'd call me he, I'd be fine. You call me she, I'd be fine. You call me it, I was just look at you like, that's an interesting one. But I won't be bothered because I am comfortable with who I am. I am me, and that's where I stand today. I stand as me. I stand as someone who has woken up from a shitty cycle of mental health collapses. This video is long, it's boring, and I know that, okay? I've been standing in this kitchen talking for about 11 minutes straight. What the fuck do you think? That it's not gonna be boring? Obviously it is. But if you care about mental health, it's important, and it's part of my journey that I am terrified to share, but that I am willing to share, because it causes me a lot less stress. You know, it's for me, speaking about this, uploading this tomorrow will be just like a fucking huge ass load taken off my shoulders because I have talked about it then. And it's terrifying because none of my family members know that I was in this deep, that it was this horrible. My mom thinks that I started smoking, vaping when I was like 16. My dad thinks I've only smoked a few times. No, in reality it was a 2-year-long addiction that I don't know, it's horrible. And do I regret things working out this way? No. Because they have, like, allowed me to learn things about myself that otherwise I wouldn't have known. Like, half a year ago, I was not bothered to do anything but lay in bed, hit my vape, and do not care about people. Because I was lazy and I was an addict. And now I look back at those times and I think, damn, I've changed quite a bit. I feel lazy when I don't sport or work out on a day. My weekends feel like shit because I don't work out, right? Or at least last week I didn't. I think that also caused a bit of a drop in my mental health because I've taken away from something that I've done this regularly now to cope. Not really cope, just to feel good. Right, I go to the climbing gym twice a week, and if I had more time, I would go 3 times, maybe 4 times a week, because it feels great, and I challenge myself, and I do these things that I'm like, that's a route that I am certain I won't be able to do. Let me try, and then I'll still make it like 1/3 of the way. That's insane. That is just mind-blowing. Things that I like a year ago would have looked at and gone, damn, that will not be me in a year. The fact that I am comfortable with people calling me she, I don't know if I want to go into a transition. So much has changed. If you have questions, leave them down below, because I am willing to answer whatever comes to my path, even if it's a stupid question, it's a weird question. I don't care, because I am comfortable with who I am, so it causes me a lot less to try and, you know, figure out myself, stuff like that. I'm fine with being me, and that's who I am for now, just me. And if you see me, you can call me Tristan. It's still what I'm comfortable with. I'm not comfortable with my old name, which is why I will not be sharing it online. People I know IRL, almost all of them know my dead name, right? And I'm not bothered with sharing it IRL, but online I think it's going a bit far for me. And if you look far enough, you will find my dead name out there very easily. I've been on the internet since I was like fucking 12. You can find it easily. Holy shit, that's been 5 years down. I don't want that shit. I'm driving. Yup. Pull up. Also, the theoretical part of my driver license, I had it in one go. It was I was like making the test and I was like, damn, where are the difficult questions? And I click next and it says, you're done. And I'm like, oh fuck. damn, shit. And I was stressed because you immediately show, like, it's on a computer and it immediately shows, like, yo, you passed or yo, you failed. And I was like, fuck. So I click and it goes, yo, you passed. And I'm like, hold up, I passed? Oh, it still says it. So, yeah, no, it still says it. What am I supposed to do now, right? It was fucking amazing. It was my mom's birthday. My mom's birthday, the 4th of December, was fucking amazing, right? So first, I passed my theoretical exam. Then it's my mom's birthday. Then, I figure out that I am MBO ambassador. And I can share it now. It's online. It's on Facebook. It's on Insta. If you look up ROC Nijmegen, I'll maybe put it down here. I don't know. But I am MBO ambassador, which means that I will speak for my school, which is very cool. Very, very, yeah. I started challenging myself ever since July. I started challenging myself to doing shit that makes me uncomfortable as hell. The fuck do you think I'm doing? I'm not talking to this camera for fun. No, I'm talking to this camera because I think it's really important to know that this is part of my journey, that this is part of me getting comfortable with who I am, and maybe getting back into content creating. You guys are gonna hate how long this video is and how boring it is, but that's fine. I'll put a disclaimer in the beginning. I still have to film that, but I will. Okay, I will. Maybe I'll forget, then I won't. Yeah, no, that's this week's video. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Otherwise, I don't know what to say anymore, and this video is getting way too long. I've been rambling for the past 17 minutes. How the fuck did I do this? I don't know. Yeah. I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.